Yep, they're growing. And here's the third one here. Hello. Anyway, on to this video. Strong winds again. And roof canopy completely lifted off. It is possible to move it single-handedly, but it's not exactly light. But just shows the power of the wind. So I've got my fourth post. So we're going to start with rebuilding that. And then that will just be fairly straightforward, putting the roof back on. And it's a good thing I didn't secure it down, because I wonder if it would have moved the frame. But what are we to make of this? There's certainly no point getting annoyed with it. Nothing can be done about the wind. But then when I think of the wind, think of the four elements. And in a way that's saying that it's the strongest of the four in what it can achieve, because it can certainly be the driving force behind water. It can certainly work with or against fire, and it can also be the catalyst that moves earth, probably or most likely through the medium of the water. So turning that inwardly rather than facing this and just negatively reacting, it's like, what is it showing? To me, it is showing that spirit is stronger. It reinforces that message that this is a war of spirit and not of the flesh. Something I just finished watching this morning was, this is Saturday was it the 16th? 15th, 16th. So this will be the next video to go out anyway. So I watched Jason's video, Archaix channel, on the Great Pyramid, and the sheer magnitude of what that structure encapsulates, and certainly grateful for Jason for being able to put all this together, walking in the footprint of those that have gone before, who've got pieces of the puzzle, but it was down to Jason to put the whole thing together, the whole chronology, the way it reflects everything. It also reiterates what I've said on previous videos, that the Great Pyramid is an architectural structure that represents human physiology. You've got the chambers. You've also got chambers in the heart, for example. You've got an internal structure. You have an external, which has the 203 levels, or 204 with a capstone. The exterior, which would suggest pointing towards the future. But internally it reveals so much about the past, key dates when we had the different floods, the famous biblical floods, the lunar capture, and so on. I'm not going to go into that because it's just repeating what Jason has brilliantly and concisely said on that last video. I will put a link in the description, because that is the case closed on why the Great Pyramid was built, what its true purpose is. And it makes sense. If you are in a material world, then there needs something long-lasting in the material to pass on the message, to encode it. But consider also it has internal chambers, it has internal measurements. It is in itself referencing to go within. So if you then take the Great Pyramid of Giza as an architectural representation, a mirror of yourself, then what chambers are still undiscovered within that Great Pyramid? What chambers are there within us? Loads more to be dug out, both internally and externally, is what I take from that. So just a short little video, just to sort of add a further confirmation to what Archaix is showing, but I wouldn't neglect the spiritual, the unseen. That's reflected in this. You can't see the wind, but you can only see the effect of it. The wind is referenced in the descending of the white dove, the birth from above. It comes like a thief in the night, accompanied by a great rushing sound of wind. It's like a sound form, vibration, or a description of such, of spirit, basically. So I shall maybe the next stage, seeing how we progress in this heat, I may well be able to show you the sort of fully rebuilt structure. Together we can build back better, as it were. But I thought we'd go for rather than having the clusters of bamboo, which I used initially, all this material will get reused in this anyway. I thought we'd go replicate this community sitting area, and we'll go for a timber framing. That has sort of proved itself with the wind, but it can happen again. It just depends on the ferocity and the direction of the wind, but we won't focus on the worry which would obviously manifest that. We'll focus on the fulfillment of the vision of seeing this all totally rebuilt. So there will be another video in maybe the next video which will show this all rebuilt again. So as always, unconditional love to you. Don't forget to check the description and all details if you want to contact me direct. If you are suffering, struggling in this reality, and you want to get things off your chest, then I'm here to listen, and I can then hopefully give you a perspective that changes your perspective. So it's, like I said, the way I've described it before, it's helping you find those lost car keys. The car keys in this case being the keys to unlock things inside your vehicle, i.e. your physical body, which is just your encasement, so you can operate and experience a material reality. Unconditional love to you all.